Hey y'all, it's September the 2nd, 2015, and I woke up and I went to the Drudge Report and I was looking over, the news of the day. I found this article, put a link to it at the bottom. It's about them thinking that they found an alien corpse up in Russia. All right, some folks, they thought it was like some sort of mutant chicken embryo. I didn't even think about it very much, but then they took a closer look at it and they were like, you know what, this does not look like a chicken or a fish or anything like that. It kind of looks like a damn alien. And I took a look at it and you know what, it does kind of look like a freaking alien. Now, the reason I bring this up is because at this point, it's 2015. If you're a person who is still debating, it's like, man, I wonder if there's aliens or not. I wonder if there's aliens or not. I want to announce right now today on YouTube, on the internet, that you are a goddamn retard, all right? You're just retarded. All right, the word alien has been used forever and ever and ever. Human beings have been talking about aliens since forever. There's obviously, no matter what, there's obviously creatures that we don't know about here who live on the earth whose origins come from the earth. And then also, you start having cities around nuclear power plants and stuff, you might come up with mutant creatures. And these are creatures that we had no awareness of because they didn't exist. They're mutants. These are quite obviously aliens, all right, just by definition. That doesn't mean that they're from a different planet. That just means they're from a different whatever. And they're mutants and they look crazy. Yes, there's aliens. Aliens all over the place. Uh, to the point where, yes, you are retarded if you're still asking. Now, if you're thinking about whether or not there's aliens coming from that huge, unending, uh, the heavens that we see out there, if there's aliens or some sort of living creatures coming from there, yes, of course there is. I mean, how big can a place be to be just completely barren? Does that make any sense? No, it doesn't. All right. So, I mean, now you get into the hypotheticals. All right. And I wanted to bring this up. I mean, hypothetically, we're talking crazy science fiction. And please believe we're living in a science fiction movie right now, globally. Um, if we were to talk hypotheticals and think that maybe there's aliens coming down there, uh, they're correlating with the dang global elite of the world, and they're helping the global elite try to wipe out the rest of the human race for whatever reason. Maybe they want to take over the world for its resources. Maybe they just want to dominate over human beings and have a little playground or whatever that they play on. Um, let's think hypothetically that that might be the case. Because the thing is, I'm not really concerned about aliens. I haven't seen enough aliens kicking up dust to be concerned about them. So let's think that hypothetically this might be the case. If this is the case, because let's understand that the global elite, their motive is more than obvious at this point. It's abundantly obvious at this point. Right? There's no way that they're messing up. They are purposefully trying to murder everybody. All right, and let's think real quick. Think maybe okay. Let's think about a science fiction scenario, and maybe aliens are behind this. That's a scary thing to think about. We'll start thinking about Men in Black type stuff. Start thinking about Independence Day type stuff. Right, but I want to remind you of something. Let's think about the human spirit. I'm saying real human beings, they do not like to be pushed around at all. And if there was an alien species or whatever trying to conspire against the human race, well, it's quite obvious that they're scared about it. It's quite obvious that they're scary all about it. All right, they would have done it already had they felt like they had a chance of succeeding. So obviously, there's something about us that they're completely terrified about right now. Right? We kind of need to cling to that. We need to cling to our terrifying nature. And I'll tell you something, we're not going to be terrifying if uh, the human race collectively has no idea if they're boys or girls, and so that's going to keep coming up. This is September the 2nd, 2015.